Oh, okay. All right, good morning, everyone. It is, all right, Black Paws back here with you. We're back in the Smelly Jar, our 7 Days to Die 2.0 series. Yes, 3.0 Experimental is out. I am going to wait for the stable version. Uh, just not so much necessarily to be contrarian, but just because I don't do the experimental builds. Too much changes, it makes way too much chaos for a series, and I just don't like it, just don't. I did get a couple of challenges done overnight. I finished farming hops and chrysanthemum. Got visited by a couple of screamers, which was not fun. I'm just basically waiting for the sham chowder, and then we're gonna go see them. The other big thing that I did is I went ahead and I made an armor box, so that way, we get everything all laid out nice and neat and everything. And since I'm wearing a farmer outfit, I can go ahead and sell the other one. So, yeah. And we're going to see what Rect has to offer. I also made a couple of vehicle storage mods. So the motorcycle now has storage of pretty much yes. You can see the duffel bags on the back there, which I think are pretty cool. And I don't know what tier of quest I'm bouncing between this and Prepocalypse on the stream is kind of chaotic, so I don't know what I got going on. So yeah, here's the game plan. Like I said, Experimental 3.0 is out now. Stable is supposed to hit in 2 weeks, so we've got 2 weeks of Smelly Jar left.
If you drink all the coffee, I'll take a look at the shit I got, but don't expect me to cook it for you.
I don't expect anything from you, Rect. I truly do not. Okay, let's see here. I will buy the forge ahead. I'll buy your 3 scrapping for funds. And then I will buy your 2 electrical traps.
Oh, you want a guarantee,
Let's see what jobs you
well,
get.
maybe you should try Shamway.
Okay, so we're at tier 3. That means that
well,
eventually...
come to think of it, well, good luck.
I'm going to have to go...
You're going to need it.
See Bob. So that way I can get the quest to go see Hugh. Okay, I'm going to drop the books off in here, because remember, we're pretty much waiting for the next level, so that way we can get that, Photographic Memory, and so we can read all our books and just gain bajillions of skill points. I mean, just gajillions. Okay, we're going to Midway Clinic, which is a tier 3. And that's right here. We can actually double dip this one, because the main loot is right there. Yeah, the main loot is right here in the foyer. So we could break in there and get in the main loot. I'm not going to do that. Primarily because I really just I don't feel like it. And that's okay. Alright. So we're gonna go start this. This is a tier 3 fetch and clear. Another radiator, really? Who the hell throws a radiator in the trench? Okay, this mod I actually do have to take the seeds. Oh, you know what? Hold on. I saw it. I knew I hadn't looted it, so... Yep, more books. Okay. So what I'm gonna do, I'm going back to the bike, drop stuff off, and then we'll go in. Because the bike has 6 rows of capacity right now. I'll keep the bones with me. And also, like I said, I had a screamer last night, so... So I did shoot some guns. Here we go. 2 or 3, fetch and clear. There will be a zombie. Also, went ahead and made myself a baseball bat. Stats were better than, come on, man. Like I said, or was about to say, stats were better than the Candy Cane Club. Candy Cane Club is in storage. It is not being sold. It is in storage. Okay. So, do I have the book that lets me get acid? I don't, so there's no point in wrenching any of this apart. Scrap that. I could probably smelt it for more, but... Claire. Break these, just in case there's a safe behind them. Pumpkin. Nope, I am not gonna even try. I'm not even gonna question it. Ooh, burning shaft. Thank you. Okay, a little chance to be sneaky. Oh, he's dead. He's dead. Well, we try to be sneaky. A little bit sneaky, anyway. Hazmat guy on the floor. Yeah. So what I'm probably going to end up doing when 3.0 actually drops, not the experimental, but the real version, what I am probably going to end up doing is I'm going to do a video probably just on the sandbox, because the sandbox is massive. It truly is. It is massive. Okay, you know what? I know I'm waiting, but... Okay, this is not going to be fun. Hey, Claire. 2 nurses? Nope. There we go. Oh, please give me that book that lets me get acid from medical equipment. That would just be the bee's knees. I mean, look at all of this. All sorts of equipment that I could be tearing apart for loot, and I can't because I don't have that book. Alright, I'm gonna read the Shotgun Weekly, drop the paper. Okay, let's drop you, scrap you, so I can take you and you. Method to the madness here. Craft myself the first aid bandage. Yes, I know I'm gonna have 1 spot unavailable. I'm gonna eat the 2 ears of corn. take the 2 medical journals. There we go. Yucca fruit, because of course I would. Eat the yucca. Sham sandwich. That it? That's it. Okay. Oh, I get to be stealthy for a little tiny bit. You were very dramatic, sir. That one's locked, that's unlocked, that's locked. Got a zombie on the opposite side of the bed, again. Nobody in there. Just waited till she got up. There we go. Alright, more corn. I'm going to be quite displeased if my supplies are right out there. Oh, alright, we're gonna have to read some. I have to get our learn on a little bit. Alright. Animals. There will be animals. See? Snake. Okay. Gonna eat the cornmeal. Do. Make some building blocks. Because I gotta get out of here. So I just gotta get up. Shape. Basic. Staff ladder. There we go. I just gotta get out so I can drop off in the bike. Midway Clinic, I think we're about halfway through POI. You can see my motorcycle, she got tons of space. Okay. What do I absolutely not need? I don't need a single first aid bandage. I think everything else I kind of need to keep on me. Back to the bike. Because, of course, I would get something that would have to go in the bike. Got my ball bat. We're not quite Negan. Okay, that one we can just read, because we already had that one. Back to the bike. The nails off. Okay. And that's another thing that playing a mod kind of spoiled me a little bit. Yeah, I'm gonna leave the snake. Hey. How you doing, Howard? Wood splitter mod, pretty sure, yep, already had that on there. Throw it on the other one. Okay. Alright, let's see what we got. Coffee. Dish. We have the components for coffee. That's what we call that. Okay. I am gonna go peek in here. Not taking the paper. Oh, I don't want to take the coffee seeds. Plastics I will take. Okay. My supplies are here in the next room. Okay, got a book. Successful sneak attacks with arrows have a 20% greater chance of knocking down. Yes, that I will gleefully take. Got a wall safe. Got a zombie. Lined up that headshot very nicely. And on the other side. Oh. Hi, Eddie. I did not forget about the wall safe. We're going to get into the wall safe. Wow, first try. Pretty impressive. Hey, some ammo. Okay, I'm going to eat the pumpkin so I can take the silver nuggie. Search that. Cornmeal. Oh, already have cornmeal. Cool. Search the desk for some cloth. File cabinet for a Forge Ahead book. Okay. Sort. Sort. Sorting did not help me. Nope, gonna have to jettison the coffee. Okay, oh, there's my satchel right there. Okay, jettison the cornmeal so I can get the satchel. And leave all of that stuff behind. Leave that behind for now. Okay, I'm gonna take this nice and slow. I'm gonna try to sneak my way all the way. Yeah, it didn't work. Closing the hatch. Focusing on the cop. That's it. Everybody dead now. Alright, what'd I get? 2 medical journal books. Okay. The beauty of this is now we have access to the bike without having to do 400 contortions. Drop that, drop that, drop that. Crap. I'm gonna drop the hobo stew and the coffee in there. I gotta remember that they're in there, though. Search the ambulance. Buy paper. Alright, let's get some loot. So we can come over here, get access to here, get some loots. Empty jar, very helpful. Okay. Search the shelf. Storage of bandages. A little less helpful. That's more helpful. That means I can make a first aid bandage immediately. Another bandage. 2 empty cabinets. Medical cabinet with all kinds of good stuff. Yay. Alright. So I got 2 popping pills and a Mo Power. Let's see what we got. First one, we got Furious Fists and a bunch of mega stuff. Hoping for a beaker. Did not get a beaker. Alright. Suits and no power. Which I already had. Alright. Go drop off in the bike. It's going to be the theme of the day, is drop off in the bike. Okay, drop you, fort bites, steroids, blood bags. We're going to be getting a lot of stuff from this, because this is a tier 3, so it's going to be some pretty solid loot. Okay. The ammo pile first. Crossbow bolts. Not really helpful. Okay, I got one working vending machine, one broken vending machine. Okay. Oh. Oh, for crappinacious. Okay. You. Scrap you. There. That's gonna be a bunch of good stuff. Now, get you, and now it's just the reinforced chest. And I don't know if we're going to go up the level for this. I don't know if we're going to get enough experience for it, but we'll see. All right, water filter mug. Nice. Oh. Philly. Okay. Well, I need that Forge Ahead book for when we get our levels. So, go again. Drop off in the bike. I think I will go ahead and keep that high-powered with me, just in case. Gimme. Okay. Alright. Let's go see the ornery one. Which way is he? He's that way. Airdrop's gonna be dropped behind me. Oh, actually... Hold on. Drop off here at home. Oh my god. When I get that next level, I am gonna be just reading so many freaking books. It is not going to be funny, folks. We're going to have just tons of books. We're going to get tons of skill points. Even if it's just the single ones per, we're going to get tons of skill points. So look at all that. Look at all that in there. Okay, so I'm going to drop you off in there, drop you off in there, migrate you down. Crafting, deposit, diddly over squat. Food and meds, drop off the other one. Yeah, got nothing. Okay, let's go over here. Got mostly iron. A little bit of that. There we go. That's not going to be smelting right away. There's one thing that really kind of annoys me is when the airdrops happen, they drop them in the opposite direction you're facing. So it's kind of like, if you're facing the north, it's going to get dropped to the south. If you're facing east, it's going to get dropped west. You know, that's just how they are. Okay, first off, we're going to drop off our books. Oh, some I didn't have. Okay. Or some I had full stacks of. Either way. Okay. I'm just going to drop off enough stuff so that way we can go get our get our quest rewards from Wrecked, and then go get the airdrop. Okay. We got enough. Let's go get our quest rewards and then go get that airdrop. Crap! I have to replace that fence. Okay, did I have... Actually, I do have stuff I can sell. So we can get some money.
If you want some fancy good afternoon greeting, go suck up to Trader Joel. If you want some food or drink, I'll take care of you. I'd shake your hand, but
Okay.
I bet you got dysentery, the way you smell.
Okay, I'm gonna take the concrete mix.
You want something?
Yeah, I want to sell you some stuff. Cantankerous bleeper. And let's see, it's 3, so I'm gonna buy all 3 of those. Get the 2 of those.
No
and
refunds.
that's it.
Deal's done. Now beat it, fucker.
So there's a lot that 3.0 is going to do to us. Let me check and see where I am. Okay, so I'm not there yet. I would have to do another tier 3 and a tier 2 to get the Go Find Hugh quest. So that will probably be next time. Right now, I want to get this airdrop. Oh, looks like there's a storm in the wasteland. That's gonna suck. So the big clouds there indicate there's a storm in the next biome. Which, yeah, that's gonna suck. Bunker build site number 5. I don't think that'd be as good of a song as Mambo number 5. Oh, right on the road. Very nice. Thank you for precision airdropping. Okay, I got a book, schematic, I got another nail gun, which is awesome. Actually, I was wondering if I could make a nail gun. Alright, drop, 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 drop. Okay, let's take a look at the map here. Well, we know there's a storm in the wasteland. Pros of that are higher loot drops. Cons of that, faster moving zombies. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to hop on the bike here. And there was a trail this way. Yep, that one right there. We're going to take this and see where it goes. Maybe we'll get lucky and find something really cool. Or maybe we'll find something really dorky. Yeah, very much storm in wasteland. Where is this? Skeeter's place. This is a tier 1. Would be some easy loot. I'm looking for more along the lines of like a 2. Or remnant. Yes, we're heading toward the storm. Oh. New Life Hope Cabin. Okay. This is a... Believe... Okay, nope. It's a 1. Okay. But there's good stuff. Like, right here. Got a crate. Some cubes. Destroyed workbench. Ooh, motor. Steel tool parts. Nice. Concrete. I need that. That hidden door is going to become very relevant later. Take that apart. Can I get a book? Nope. I got Marn. Some gas for the bike. Again, more hidden stuff. Some iron. A little bit of ammo. Before there were some arrows in there. Wake your butt up. Okay. So, do I have the book that lets me get certain coffins? Yes, I do. It did not help me. I hear a chicken. Okay, charcoal grill. I can just scrap that. Brass and pipes. More gas. Even more gas. Lumber. Lumber. Get the lumber. Whack a zombie in the noggin. Okay, I got nothing else here. Search the trash for good stuff. Garage storage. Vehicle Adventures book that would be very helpful. Construction site. Not going to take that. I'm going to drop the plant fibers, and I'm going to throw that dye onto my knife. Make it sickly green. And I will admit, Prepocalypse has kind of spoiled me with this on this POI. Because I'm used to there being, like, a lot more loot. Wake up. Construction site box, 2 Forge Ahead books. Stone. Art of Mining book. Diamond shaft mod, already had that. Okay, if you go down this way, you're gonna break your leg. So, I'll show you the other way to go. You can go right down in here. Just like that. Best of all, let you get the drops on the zombies. Sit down, man. Do I have any empty jars? I do not. 9mm ammo, yes. Ooh, hello. Got a sledgy. Oh, that's very nice. I'm gonna need to eat and drink, so I'm gonna drink the yucca. Okay, that did not give me a bar. Not a bar. Did not give me a bottle. That's what I meant to say. Okay, that one I'm gonna go ahead and read. Let me go ahead and eat the chicken ration. Yes, I'm gonna be smelly for a bit. And now I'm not. Just making sure there's no hidden loot. Alright, should be zombies down here, I'm thinking. Nope, that must just be in the Prepocalypse version of this POI again. Sneak peek. Okay, nothing back there. So if I wanted sand and stone, I could definitely get them here. Alright, let's get on out of here. There we go. Close that. Murder that. Murder that. There we go. Okay, let's drop off in the bike again. So you in the bike. You in the bike. You in the bike. There we go. Alright, let me take a look at my map here. Okay, we got another... I'm mostly just wanting to take a look at, like, branching paths and things like that right now. So, we're going to go ahead and head back this way. There's a chicken. You know what? We're here. It's here. Let's loot some gators. Yes, it's a tier 1. But so was the other place we just did, so... We'll get a little bit of loot. Not a lot, but we'll get some. Oh, you're feral. I needed to be more bothered by the fact that he was feral. Okay, I got a feeling there's something up there. Yep, there is. Trash. A little tiny bit of trash. Alright, let's see if we can get up there. Oh, looks like a little bit more than trash. Duffel bag. Tools Digest and Vehicle Adventures. Okay. Mushroom spores. Thought I saw somebody moving around out there. Alright. Oh, that's a feral. That was a feral. Okay. Reload. Yep, I'm now at the point where I'm pretty much just getting ferals most of the time. Hello. There's that skill point. Intellect Mastery, Photographic Memory. There we go. Already paying dividends. So now we can read all of those books that we have. And it will result in just tons of points. Yes, there we go. So anytime you hear the chime now, when we're doing reading, that means we got an extra point. So it's going to be just like the ding for the... I'm not going to let these guys come to me. I'm fairly sure I got more than one ferret. Switch into the right. Hello, sir. You're done, sir. Okay, I got no more dramatic music, which is good. That cloth. Of course, now watch my luck. I'm gonna loot everything and not find any. Hello. Okay. There we go. See, we got the 2 points on that one. Nope. Lucky looter we already had. I kind of have to take the seeds. I don't want to, but I kind of have to. Med supplies. There we go. Scrap that. Scrap that. That way I can take all that. And myself 1 bandage. Myself a first aid bandage. This was just a tier 1, so it's not going to be like phenomenal loot. But it's still going to be loot. Oh, purify water. Drat! You know, I was hoping it was going to be, oh, crap. Why did I do that? Oh, just going to eat that then. Kind of screwed myself a little bit there. Okay, don't need that. Eat the other ear corn. Oh, a little bit of loot up there too. Okay, we'll take that. I don't think there's like a hidden stash or anything in here, but then I don't know. 5% more HP from kills at night. That does apply on Horde Nights. And there's the acid one. That's the one that I needed earlier. So now we got all of those. So now we're going to be able to find more legendary parts. Okay, so the next tree that we're going to boost the hell out of is going to be Perception. Okay, and interact with motorcycle. Gas that up. Grandpa's learning elixir. We're going to end up with a crucible by the end of today. We're going to get so many freaking skill ups. Alright. We're going to go back to the base. Back to the homestead. I'm just going to let all of the stuff that we're getting... Well, I guess that's it. I guess that's all we got. Calm in. I don't know if I finished that one. Maybe we'll come back there next week. Hold on. Cop card. Did I already open it? I did not. Okay, let's open the cop card. Then we're going to go back home. We're going to read all our books, and we are just going to get obscene amounts of knowledge. Go. Yeah, we'll take all that. Alright, we're heading back to the homestead. And I very clearly cannot drive. Oh, the cop car. Did I get this one already? I did not get this one either. Okay, so first off, deposit that stuff. Open the cop car. There we go. First try. How about that? Okay. Got more high-powered ammo. There's our horde base. Yeah, I know, I'm cold. Trying to get back home. And there's home. Okay. Stop here. Pick up, let's see here. Nail gun. Cement, because I have the sand. This will be fun. You're gonna get so much knowledge. Okay, let's get our learn on. Southern farming, we've already maxed that out. Tools digest. There we go. Every single time it does that little tling thing, that means we doubled up. So we're getting a lot of good stuff here. We just got the crucible. Yep, just got the crucible. So now if we come over here, there we go. So we can make a crucible. So our next obstacle, unfortunately, is stone. So that's going to keep us from getting our crucible. That's not like me being evil or anything, that's just the reality of things is we're not going to be able to get it because we don't have the stone. But we got a lot of stuff we can craft. I am actually going to drink a water. I'm going to drop off the coffee. Because we're awesome on clay. We're just not great on stone. We already have a sledge turret over at the horde base. Oh, that's a shame. We're not going to be able to do another horde. That's a bummer. A little bit of a bummer there. We'll drop that off in there. Parts and mods. Food and meds. There we go. Concrete mix there. There we go. Crushed sand, yeah, I can make it a 9. That way I can get the extra concrete mix done. Wow, that sky got vibrant all of a sudden. Okay, you, and you. There we go. Should probably burn a repair kit. Okay, we're no longer encumbered. I got a little bit of real estate left, so I'm going to go ahead and do some harvesting. Potato seeds, super corn growing, golden. Okay, got the seed back. Goldenrod. Pumpkins ready. Corn's ready. Aloe's ready. Okay. Cool, I got the pumpkin seeds back. Abort. Got room for 2 here. Okay, that's it. That's all I got room for. So I didn't get the seeds, and I'm not risk losing the seeds. So. So, yeah. That's kind of where we at. Food and meds. Drop off the 5-pack. Keep that one. Sort that. Look at all of that food. Just look at all of that food. I did not get a single seed from spore from any of those. Okay. So, where we're at. Obviously, if the Fun Pimps plan comes to fruition, next week will be the final week of the Smelly Jar. Then we'll be into 3.0 because 3.0 stable is supposed to drop on the 29th, which is roughly 2 weeks from now. A little less than 2 weeks, actually. So what that's going to mean is next week we going to do some crazy stuff. We're going to get the Crucible. We're going to get that assembled and in our forge. That's a goal. And we're probably going to look at some higher tier POIs just to kind of close it out with some chaos. But yeah, this series does end next week, and I wish it didn't. But I also have some personal gripes about how the Fun Pimps did this. Like, for example, as a lower tier creator, I didn't even find out that 3.0 was coming out until I heard about it on a higher tier creator's video. So because there was no announcement on the Steam page until they did the streamer weekend. Or I'm sorry, let me rephrase that. There wasn't any announcement on the Steam page until after the streamer weekend had begun. So I'm a little irked about that. Because in the past, when the new version is dropped, they give us like 2 to 3 weeks advance warning, and then they have the streamer weekend, and then the experimental comes out, and then kind of like how they have it now is they have the streamer weekend, then the experimental build comes out the following Monday, and then they take 2 weeks, gather all the feedback, and launch the stable. In theory, they didn't do that this time. They just rushed right into the streamer weekend, and no posts, no nothing. So a little irked about that, honestly. But yeah, so next week, this might be ending. I don't know. But when it does end, the first video that I'm gonna make is going to be exploring the sandbox because it is a sandbox update. They're calling it the what is it? Dead Hot Summer. That's kind of the update. So yeah, that's where we stand. So until next time, everyone, please remember, be safe, be well, stay strong, stay healthy, both physically and mentally. So there are a lot of people out there, including myself, who are having issues right now, hopefully nothing health related. Please be good to each other. Please do the best you can for each other. Please stop the hate. I'll see you folks tomorrow for something new on the channel. All right? Bye, everyone.